In the previous video, we walked through the 3 stages of learning a language with Migaku. That is the learning stage, the input stage, and the output stage. The majority of your time learning a language will be spent in the input stage. You will choose content you find interesting to consume, and Migaku will give you powerful tools that will enable you to understand, enjoy, and learn from that content. In this video, we will introduce you to Migaku's tools and talk a bit about how they can be used to make rapid progress in your target language. The Migaku platform consists of 3 main tools: the Migaku Google Chrome extension, the Migaku Android and iOS mobile apps, and Migaku Memory, which is our flashcard app and can be accessed both through our mobile apps and at study.migaku.com. During the input stage, you will use the Migaku Chrome extension and our mobile apps to consume content in your target language and create flashcards from that content. These flashcards will be studied, then later reviewed at set intervals in Migaku Memory. Reviewing the flashcards you create will ensure that you retain what you've learned. We'll talk more about why reviewing flashcards at an interval is so helpful and effective in another video in this series. As you learn more words, grammar points, and sentence structures, you'll improve your target language and more content will become accessible and understandable to you. This creates a powerful feedback loop. Eventually, with time and consistent studying, consuming content in your target language will be nearly as easy as doing so in your native language. Now, let's zoom in on the process of consuming and learning from content with Migaku. When you consume content with Migaku, Migaku parses that content, which means that Migaku scans the text of a website or subtitles of a video to detect the words, phrases, and sentences in that content, and makes that content highly interactable and easy to learn from. This also allows you to compare your current knowledge of your target language with the content found on a website or video, which makes it both easy to choose content appropriate to consume at your current level, and also to interact with that content and learn new words, phrases, and grammar from it. In other words, by parsing content, Migaku makes text and videos intended for native speakers accessible to learners. For example, after a web page or video has been parsed, you can click on any word to see what it means, how common it is, view an AI explanation of what it means in the specific context it's used in, view a translation of the sentence it's found in, even view a full AI breakdown of all the words and grammar points in that sentence, to truly get a good understanding of what it means as a whole. You can click a button to create a flashcard for the new words you encounter, and the flashcard you create will contain the words context sentence, the audio and translation of that sentence.
Die Preise sind in diesem Jahr stark gestiegen.
A definition, AI explanation, and audio for the new word you're learning.
Gestiegen.
On top of this, the flashcard you created will also contain a screenshot from the video you found the new word in, or an image for that word if you learned it from a text website. Besides creating flashcards, another cool thing you can do with Migaku is to color code words on websites and subtitles according to categories they belong to. For example, in Spanish, you can have words displayed in one color if they're masculine and another color if they're feminine. And in Mandarin, you can color words according to their tones. Migaku also tracks the words you know, are still learning, and those you don't know yet, and makes this information visible to you by underlining words in different colors. Migaku also uses this information to recommend you sentences that are good candidates to make flashcards from. The sentences that Migaku recommends are those that have a single new high-value word in them. We measure a word's value by considering factors like how common it is in comparison with how many words you already know. For example, if you know around 1,000 common words, Migaku might recommend you learn words up to the 2,500th most common. But if you already know 5,000 words, Migaku might recommend you learn words all the way up to the 10,000th most common. We'll talk about this in more detail in another video in this series, so check it out if you want to know more. Another really powerful feature that uses this data is Migaku's comprehension score. A comprehension score is given to each web page or video you access and indicates the percentage of words you know and sentences you're likely to understand in that content. This lets you know at a glance how difficult that that content will be for you. You can find out more about comprehension scores and other stats that Migaku shows for content you access in the dedicated video about this topic later in the series. Migaku offers many more features than those we've just mentioned, but we'll save those for dedicated videos later in this series as well. But I think you get the point. Migaku is a powerhouse toolset for language learning. We enable you to consume content in your target language in the most accessible and effective way possible, no matter your current level of ability. You can use Migaku to learn from a wide variety of content types. For example, any text-based website, subtitled videos on Netflix, YouTube, Disney+, Viki, and any other supported video site, any text you copy and paste into the Migaku extension and mobile apps clipboard, any image you scan with Migaku's mobile apps OCR feature, and soon Migaku will be updated with a reader that will allow you to read full books and a video player where you can consume and learn from videos you have saved on your phone or computer directly. In later videos in this series, we'll show you how you can do all of these things. Putting it all together, Migaku streamlines the language learning process by making it easier to consume and learn from content in foreign languages. We help you build the foundation you need to consume target language content. We give you the tools you need to understand that content, no matter your current level of proficiency. We help you to create flashcards and learning materials from the sentences and words that are most appropriate to learn next. And we nudge you to review that content at regular intervals so that you never forget it. Now that you know what Migaku does, we're going to shift our focus. In the next chapter of the series, we'll talk about why traditional learning approaches fail and provide practical advice about how people really learn languages. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, see you in the next video.